Okay, so I'm gonna start speaking about stuff. Oh, I should say that this video is for you, my boy Teddy. Hopefully, you're still in Japan in this moment, whenever this video is gonna be out. I say that because, well, that's what actually was on my mind every day recently. The fact that you're probably gonna leave Japan. That got me thinking about my place in space and in time. Like, what do I mean with that? Well, first of all, I've been living in Japan for 5 years, and you, Teddy, you've been living in Japan for, I think, maybe 1 year less than me, a few months less than me, I don't know. And you're about to leave, hopefully not forever, but you're gonna leave. So that's gonna be huge for you, I'm sure. But that's gonna affect me a lot more than you think. Even though I'm used to, people that are around me, that have been around me in Japan, I'm used to them, to see them come and go. Most of them, they just go, they don't come back. And now it's your time to go, hopefully not forever. Made me think about my situation as well, because like this year is a very, very important year for me, work-wise, career-wise, and well, I guess you can tell. But I don't know if I'm gonna stay in Japan forever. I mean, I was gonna stay in Japan until my dream became true, and that happened last year. Now, of course, I need to keep working. I need to keep moving and see where my career brings me and see where I want to go. Now it's my time too to start thinking, how long do I want to stay in this country? I want to keep my career moving here in Japan, or I want to go somewhere else as well. I'm gonna stay in Japan for a few more years for sure. I don't see myself leaving anytime soon. Yeah, the news of you leaving Japan affects me because, well, you've been one of my best friends. So many good things happen thanks to you, even if you weren't aware of it. You affected me in a very, very good way, very serious way. You affected my life more than you think. Kind of don't want to picture living in Japan without the knowledge of you being around as well. Even though we don't meet that much recently, just knowing that you are around kind of makes me feel less anxious about a lot of stuff. One thing actually really, I feel like, changed for me, the way I live my life every day. There's one thing that I really feel it's not the same anymore, and that's the way I perceive time. Since the day I came to Japan 5 years ago for the first time, I've always felt that life in Japan was moving way faster than in Italy. That wasn't negative, it was a positive thing for me. I felt more alive. I felt like I never felt bored. There was so many good things happening, and everything that was going on around me was moving at the same speed that I kind of wanted. In Italy, I felt like things were too slow. So the speed of time was just perfect for me. It was just the exact rhythm that I needed in my life. And that was the case for, I feel, well, 4.5 years, 5 years, let's say 5 years. That's been the case. And only recently I've started to notice that time is going way too fast now. I feel like this might not be the rhythm that I need right now. I've been thinking about this a lot. Why? First of all, of course, the reasons why I feel like this. I don't have a proper answer yet, but I believe it's because of work and my age. Because I'm 27 years old. Of course, I'm still young, but I'm getting older. So that's probably one of the reasons. And my job is drawing manga for a weekly magazine. So my everyday schedule, my weekly schedule, it's very tight. I can see my month ending way faster than I used to see it before, when I was just a model. So I think like work makes my week pass by so fast, just because like the schedule is so tight that the deadlines are so one after the other. And free time just to be with my friends, just to be alone and just think about stuff, they're getting reduced. So I have to really think about what I want to do with the short amount of free time that I get. So that's probably one of the biggest reasons why I feel like time is going way too fast right now. But of course, I'm doing the job that I always wanted to do, so I'm not unhappy about it, and I wanna always try to stay positive and I try to find a solution or like a way to deal with the situation with the fact that now Japan is moving faster than me, and it's not my rhythm anymore. I feel like I found the solution. I feel like I now have the solution, and I'm actually living a very, very happy life right now. Like, I still need to get used to it, but I feel when I really follow this solution, let's say, life gets easier and there's less stress, no anxiety, and I really enjoy my time when I'm working or just with my friends and by myself. For me, the solution was super simple, in a way very difficult. I always live my life thinking about my next step, thinking about a near future, or not so near, but always thinking about something that was gonna happen in the future. Always thinking about not the me that's living right now, but the me that's gonna be somewhere one day. So that's the way I've always lived my everyday life. Not really focusing on the moment that much. Of course, I still have like goals, I still have objectives, I still have ideas, but instead of focusing on that, I started to focus on one day. Really simple, I just take it really one day at a time. I just think about what I have to do today. I just think about how I can make this day a good day, how I can make myself happy today, and I just do that. And I just live my life just for today. If I start thinking about the day after tomorrow, most of the cases it's already the day after tomorrow that it starts giving me anxiety or stress. If I start focusing on the day after tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, I already can get nervous, I can get stressed because I have so many things to do, so many things to think about, that just the idea of concentrating on the next 3 days is too much. To make myself more relaxed, to make myself more happy, I just focus on today. That was actually a really big deal for me, and I'm the first person to talk about this issue, but I really feel like this is the time for me to think about how I will live my everyday life, what I want to do with my everyday. That's something that I wanted to tell you. I feel like I didn't tell you yet in person, so I took the chance and spoke about it in this video. I want to know what you think about this stuff, and I kind of want to know how you perceive time. I already know how you perceive space since you're gonna leave Japan, hopefully just for a short time. Even if you have a lot of free time, if you start focusing on every day, you're gonna enjoy your life way more, and you're gonna be more productive, even in just having fun. You can have fun in a productive way, or you can achieve whatever goal you have in mind if you just think of today, what you do today, instead of like procrastinating stuff and just thinking too much into the future, too much into the week. Yeah, focusing on today. Well, that was it. I don't know if I have to say anything else. I'm gonna go back and draw stuff.